Hi, Sophie.
Hi, Hannah.
How was your week?
It was good. Welcome back, everyone,
Yeah, welcome back.
to Who Even Am I?
Who are you? Were we going to say the same thing?
No, I was going to say, who are we figuring out today? Like, what part of us are we going to figure out today?
Yeah. So today we're going to be talking about spirituality. It's a big topic, so there's a lot that we could cover in this topic. So we're just going to talk about whatever we feel like comes to mind when we think about spirituality. And I might even have you do a tarot reading on me.
Ooh,
So
yes.
that would be
Love.
So stay for that. But before we get into that, how was your week? Let's get a pit and a peek.
Well, let's talk about the peak. It was my birthday,
Oh, yes.
and you spent it with me, and I had the best weekend with the girls and you and Dee.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, it was so fun.
We had a blast.
It was just so nice to be outside
And it was hot out, and so we needed.
Yeah.
It was really.
And did you notice how much calmer we are when we can be outside with the kids?
Oh yeah.
Rather than just all of us being here stuck in the same room, we want to kill each other. Mm-hmm. Within an hour. Yeah. I felt like it was just a super calm and no anxiety.
Yeah, everyone can kind of do their own.
It was just a good day.
Yes, it was. It was really nice. What about your pit? Happy birthday, by the way.
Thank you. 32.
Which one is?
My pit, I feel like would probably just be the emotions I've had regarding telling my story and stuff, and worrying about other people's opinions and hurting people's feelings.
Mm-hmm.
But
do you want to talk about it a little bit, or you want to save that for another day?
I mean, I just need to remind myself that it is my story, and that I have these big feelings for a reason. I don't know. I just need to.
What are some of the thoughts that you're having?
That I'm gonna hurt my parents' feelings by sharing the details, which I don't know.
But that's not your intent, right?
Right.
It's more so to help others and to help yourself heal through it and talk about it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's a lot of other people out there who are going through something similar, and it's nice to have support and to just hear that you're not alone. So
true.
Yeah.
Good point. What were your pits and peaks?
Well, let's start with my pit. So my pit was my friend from work, who I haven't spoken with in probably a couple of years now, because she doesn't work there anymore. But I found out that she passed away a couple of weeks ago. I found out 2 days ago that she had passed away a couple weeks ago, and that was just really it was just weird because when you spend so much time with someone and you become close to them. And then at work, right? You become really close to them, and then you don't work with them anymore, and you kind of don't see them anymore.
Yeah.
And then to find out that they pass away, it's just a weird reality check, kind of. And I've been going through. We're gonna tangent here a little bit, but I've been having a lot of feelings and thoughts about what is success to me, because I always thought success was I gotta work my way to the top, my career defines who I am, and the more money I make, the more successful I am, and I've been kind of questioning that reality lately, and I mean, I need money to survive, obviously, and I love my job, I absolutely love my job, so that's not what I'm questioning. It's more so, what are the things I'm striving for, and what does that look like? And so just hearing that her life was ended at 45, it's yeah, I'm still young. I'm only 32, so I have a lot of life left to live, and even if I were to die young, I can still decide what I want to do. I was talking to my life coach yesterday, and he's he had to reschedule because he went and took a sailboating class. He went to the West Indies in the ocean, and he's almost 70, and he was sailing at sea for 10 days to learn how to get his captain's license.
Oh my gosh.
And
I love that.
It's so inspiring of he started all these businesses and stuff, and he's an entrepreneur, and he's just you just have to go for it. Life is just too short, you know? And I don't know. So a lot of those things have been happening. And then when that happened, it really made me think about it again of I gotta just do what I want to do and stop worrying about other people's opinions of what I'm doing.
No,
and
seriously.
That's part of this podcast too, right? Is I'm sure I'm going to say stuff on here that I'll regret one day, or maybe not love when I look back, or maybe it's going to piss some people off, but it's probably going to help some people too. And people are going to relate to it and be wow, if she can say that, maybe I can think about that too for myself. So.
Yeah, absolutely.
Anyways, long tangent, but I feel it had to be said. My peak. So rest in peace, Megan. My peak was I got I did. I got a new hair tool. I ordered one because I was at my friend's dog sitting a puppy, which was also my peak, except for getting up at 5:30 this morning. That was not my peak.
That's rough.
Yeah. And it's like a wand tool, but it's like a blow dryer, but it has like the thing where it like suctions the hair to the wand
Oh,
and
like
it curls it. You know what I'm talking
a
about?
brush.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
then it also has like the brush, like it has a bunch of different attachments.
Oh, fun.
And it did so good. I did like a blowout last night with it, and then today I used like the curling attachment, and I'm like, I bought it because I'm like, this is amazing.
Nice.
So I feel like my hair, it made my hair look
It's so, yeah, it's
like
so
give me like
pretty.
volume, and
Yeah, I love it.
so that's
I noticed it right away.
Peak is a new fun toy.
I love it. Fun.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about before we get into the topic?
I don't think so, but I'm excited to talk about our journeys with spirituality.
Me too. What do you think about when you think about spirituality?
I was literally going to ask you, like, how you define spirituality. That's so weird.
That is weird. Oh my god.
What do I think about? I don't know. Oh my god. Don't put me on the spot.
Well, I think about like connectedness and like the universe.
Alignment, yeah.
Yeah. And like being outside, like the trees, like those are the things that I know that seems like not specific. And like intuition.
Yes.
I think about like my spirit guides and like my higher self who is like guiding me. I think about like meditating. Like for me, those are all my spirituality that connects me to a higher power.
Yes, that's a perfect way to put it. Yeah.
Thanks. Do you, and like tarot cards help me to connect to myself, because sometimes I don't trust my intuition, and then when I'm doing like the cards, I'm like, why am I not just trusting what is coming to me right away? You know?
Yeah, like it's trying to tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
I think a lot about like just being at peace too.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's what I want. That's what I'm striving for with spirituality, is just to be truly at peace.
Yes. It's
And
kind
Zen.
of like, yes. It's kind of like the whole like what is happy, because like you're never like happy, you know. And
there's always going to be problems.
Yeah, but then like peace is like you can be at peace with whatever's happening. It's acceptance.
True.
I think.
Yeah.
So also what comes to mind when I think about spirituality is like religion in a way. So I want to be very clear. Religion is not spirituality, but I do think that people find spirituality in religion. Does that make sense? In different religions, they have spiritual practices.
Yeah, true.
So I don't think that I was able to like really connect spiritually until I deconstructed from my like religious beliefs. Did you grow up like?
I never ever could get myself to like feel calm enough to understand what the hell they were saying at church services. Like I never felt at ease at church. You know, it was always like a forced thing. My parents didn't force me to go, but like when I would stay with my grandparents in Fullerton, you know, every Sunday you're at church, and I'm like, I don't even know what the fuck they're saying.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Mm-hmm.
So I never, you know, I got confirmed. I did all of that, but I couldn't even like tell you anything I learned in my confirmation classes because I wasn't there. Like I was not connecting through that.
Mm-hmm. It was like a checkbox, not like a connection.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not. It
Which,
just
like,
always felt wrong to me.
Mm-hmm.
And like getting the girls baptized, you know, like both times out of marriage, but living together. And like the pastor always just made me feel completely awful about myself. And like, what an awful thing to do to a mother who's just trying to baptize their child.
Right.
But also, why did I baptize them? Like, is that what? Like, I think they're going to be fine without it too.
Yeah.
Like, that's just another thing I did to like satisfy the grandparents.
Well, D was never baptized.
Yeah, I don't.
He was confirmed, but like at the church we went to at that time, they didn't do baptism until you're old enough to like understand what you're wanting to commit to, like
Right.
in a way. And like I think I want our listeners to know too that like you and I aren't against like religion. I think there's toxic things that there are in religions, all kinds of religions, but
that's just not for us.
Yeah.
And like everyone has their sole purpose, and like some people's purpose is to be that person who is dedicated to a church. That's just not me. I don't understand a single thing. Like my God did not write that Bible.
Yeah.
Like,
well, no, because God can't write Bibles. But
well, anything regarding my like, you know, it just no.
I know.
Like the story with the whale, and like doesn't somebody like live in the whale's stomach for like 27 weeks or something? Bro,
I think a lot of the stories in the Bible are true. I do. Maybe not that one.
You know what I think?
What?
I think a bunch of men sat around and did drugs and wrote this fucking book.
I mean, maybe.
To like control.
Well, for sure, that's what part of it is for. But I still believe that a lot of the stories in there are true or based off of true events. I do believe that Jesus, Yeshua, who I like to call him because it doesn't feel as it doesn't like connect me to like the traumatic feeling, or not traumatic. I don't want to say traumatic, but the negative feelings I have toward that.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's a lot of like, this probably should be another podcast, I think, but long story short, there's a lot of like white supremacist Christian rhetoric that turned me off from Christianity. And I took a hard look at like, okay, I know that not all Christianity is like this. Like, this is just a segment of people, and there's Christians who are not like that. I'm aware of that. It allowed me though to question things a bit more, and I still believe that like Yeshua did have all of those power, like, not powers isn't the right word, but like spiritual abilities.
Mm-hmm.
And I do think he was like a powerful force put on this earth to make change. And like, maybe he did come back to life. Like, I'm not the one to like say that that couldn't happen, because crazy shit happens all the time, right?
True.
But I don't think that I'm gonna go to hell because I don't believe that Jesus is my like savior. I just think that rhetoric is like toxic, because so what? People who never knew about Jesus, like, I used to want to be a missionary. Like, I was
You did get very involved with in the church
after
for
I
a
had my
while.
son, I was feeling wasn't doing drugs anymore, and I was feeling like very, which
Lost.
everybody knows. I was feeling very, very like lost, and that was it was connecting, and I loved going to that church. Like, there's nothing wrong with the church. Again,
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
yeah,
I mean, I had a really good
yeah, and
experience
I
there.
feel like I did have a spiritual experience with it. Like, and I think that those things can both be true. Where was I going with this? I remember I wrote a paper in college. This is when Demario was really little, and yeah, I wrote a paper in college about wanting to go be a missionary, and because I wanted to save people who didn't know about Jesus. Because if you don't know about Jesus, you're gonna go to hell. Was what I thought. But that was always confusing to me too. Of like, well, if you just never knew, how could you believe in something you never knew about?
Right. Like, it doesn't make
Like,
sense.
maybe that's an exception. And then like people who are gay, like, what? So that sin, is that worse than like, murdering someone? And they would say no, like, they're the same. All sins are equal. And I'm like, no, they're not.
Right.
Like, sure, who am I to judge? I think that there's truth to that. I just don't think that like my higher power is a punishing higher power, like
No.
judging everything I've done. And
No.
so
No. And I don't think like maybe the Bible, maybe those stories are true. I think it's the way they're told. Like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
think Jesus wanted it to be more about like loving your neighbor and like loving yourself, doing these things for yourself, and not worrying about sinning.
Right.
Like, it shouldn't. It's so focused around make sure you don't do the wrong thing, and not like, hey, you're gonna be okay even if you do the wrong thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm still gonna love you.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like there is that message too of like, Jesus loves you no matter what you do. But I think people use that to a gross way too,
Mm-hmm.
right? How do you know? Like,
Yeah.
it's not. I don't know. It's hard to talk about because I don't feel that that's true. Like, and I don't want to disrespect other people's like beliefs either. But I'm sure there's a lot of people who can relate to like how you and I feel
Yeah.
about it as well. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I think religion could be a really interesting topic to talk about one day. But
Yeah. Like deeper.
and I do think it really does relate to spirituality in a way, at least for me, because like when I got sober because I was like trying to connect to a higher power, but it was really hard for me because I just kept picturing this God, this male God, and to me, like, that is not what my higher power looks like to me. My higher power is a force. It is not a thing, a man in the
Person.
sky, like,
Yeah.
and so I had to really deconstruct that and
Which is
not have
hard.
a negative like connotation around it. Yeah, yeah.
I think I've always known since I was little that like the church and all of that was not like my beliefs, because I've always had weird experiences with like entities, if you know what I mean, like, and just like weird stuff, weird thoughts, weird knowings.
We should talk about that a little bit. I know it wasn't planned, but I'd be like,
Yeah. What story?
whatever comes to mind.
Like, when I was little, I mean, in the house in Norfolk, I remember like multiple times seeing like things that weren't there.
Like bad beings or like ghosts or like,
I'm not really sure, to be honest, because I was young.
was it like a positive or negative
Like, it
feeling?
scared me, obviously, because I didn't know what the fuck was happening, you know? And then when we moved to Fullerton, to that house by the golf course, I mean, it was like straight evil in that room that I slept in.
Why?
Awful dreams, but like dreams like where I'm awake but I can't move, but like everything is like there. was like very evil.
That's scary.
Yeah, one of my best friends in high school, Melissa, she could tell you one night we both woke up like in the middle of the night, both on our backs, and at the end of my bed are just two black figures. And she like grabs my hand and whispers, "Can you see that?" And like I like squeezed her hand. It was,
Could you move at that point, or you were just scared?
I don't, right, yeah, I think we were just scared. Yeah.
And
And then this one time I was getting ready to go somewhere and I was dating this kid from Wallback, and in Wallback you don't have very good service. So while I took a shower, and then when I got out of the shower, I noticed on my phone that I had a missed call from his cell phone. So I'm like, whatever. I go downstairs to get ready, and I hear footsteps upstairs, and so I yelled for my mom. Nobody said anything, so I'm just like, whatever, you know. And then he calls me again, and he said, "Where are you?" And I was like, "I'm at home. Like I'm getting ready to leave. Like I'm coming there." And he said, "I just answered your phone," and a little boy answered and said you were busy.
Stop it.
No, for real.
Oh,
And what's even weirder is he had called me off his home phone. I said, "Well, I had a missed call from your cell phone." He's like, "No, I called from my house phone because you don't have service in Wallback."
What the hell?
I freaking got my shit and got out of there. Like I didn't even finish getting ready. There was no one home either. So like the footsteps.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That scares me. So did you go back to the house? I would have been like, I'm not going back.
I never told my parents. What were they going to
Dude,
say
I have
to
full
me?
body chills right now. I'm scared.
They would have called me a freak and not have even listened to me. So
I would have been like, I'm not living here anymore. Goodbye.
yeah.
I will go live in someone else's house.
Mm-hmm.
So when did you guys move? When did you move out of that house?
After I graduated high school.
So you lived there for a long time? For like almost 4 years?
No, because we lived in town for a while, like a couple years.
And that happened the whole time you were living there? Or did it stop?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. I just had like really
How
bad
did you
nightmares
cope
and
with
stuff.
that?
I drank. You know, I mean, really. I asked myself that and I'm like, well, duh. Like, I didn't worry about it. That was the least of my concerns, was what I experienced at night.
That's scary.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh. Like, I do remember you and Tessa talking about, like, seeing ghosts out at the farm, like, in a window or something one time.
Oh my gosh. And then come to find out. So I'm telling this story to one of my coworkers at work, and she was like, well, you know, so-and-so's little brother died out there, right? And I'm like, wait, what? A little boy was ran over by his dad by a tractor out there. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that crazy?
She's not available right now.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm like full body chills. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
That scares me.
Yeah. So I feel like having those experiences, it just put me in a different headspace when it came to like religion. I'm like, this shit ain't real. Like, you don't even know.
Yeah, there's
You
like
know what I mean?
you're like, there's so much more to it than this.
Yeah. Like this. Yeah.
Because I'm sure there's religious people who also believe in ghosts, but like at that point in your life, you're like, I don't even understand what's happening here. So
Right.
like,
Yeah.
And like also, I don't think that you had like really strong religious examples in your life.
No.
It wasn't like,
which I'm partially thankful for.
yeah. I mean, either way.
Yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Yeah.
I literally, like, when Grandma died, I was like, Grandma, like, don't come visit me. Like, I'm scared of ghosts. Like, I love you, but, like, in my head, you know, obviously, like, and I'm, like, terrified of, like, stuff like that. Like, terrified, like, I will start, if I watch anything like that, I will not go downstairs by myself. Like, I'm terrified.
See, I'm, like, so used to it. Like, I've experienced it all, it feels like.
I can't deal with it.
Yeah.
I'm scared of you right now. Are you bringing
No, for real, I know.
Deal with you? Like, literally, when I found out Megan died, I was laying in bed that night, and I'm like, is she by me? I'm not joking. And I'm like, Hannah, this happened 2 weeks ago. You just found out. She's not going to be coming to haunt you. And haunt isn't even the right word, but, like, yeah, I just am so, like, thankfully, I haven't had those experiences. And I know, like, I know a friend, and I won't, like, call her out, but I know a friend who has had, like, scary stuff like that at night. Like really demonic type of scary stuff.
Yeah.
And so, like, for her, religion is, like, what saves her from that. So, again, like, you know, I'm not here to shit on anybody's.
Right, because I feel like whatever gets you through life, then, like, make that your thing.
Yes, yes. Happy No King's Day.
Yeah.
Fuck Donald Trump. Can I say that on podcast?
Fuck Trump.
Am I gonna get?
Oh yeah, I say it to my phone all the time. Don't you?
Yeah, but they're gonna
fuck
find
you,
us
Trump.
and come like we're gonna be.
Dude.
If you can't find us in 3 weeks, we did not want to die. I'm not suicidal. I gotta stop saying these words on this podcast.
Trigger warning, trigger warning, trigger warning. But still, fuck you, Trump. Oh man.
Okay, I feel like I feel like I need some sage after that conversation.
Please, should I do your tarot reading now?
Yes,
Okay.
let's do it right now, and then we can talk about our...
Oops.
Oh, he's calling me.
Oh.
Hello. Oh.
What do you want me to focus on today?
Oh, I didn't tell you this. I have a date tomorrow morning.
I was gonna call it tomorrow morning. We do morning dates. That's a thing.
Well, yeah, because he was like, I see you don't drink. Do you want to get coffee? And then I was like, yeah, how about Sunday? And he was like, well, it needs to be before 2 if it's coffee. And I'm like, yes, it does. Okay, come on.
Is it that one you showed me a picture of?
I think so, yeah.
Are you excited?
I have a lot in common
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, I'm excited for you.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to get my roots done. Oh my gosh, I started putting this acne treatment on, so my skin is flaking. And then I'm like, if he doesn't accept you at your worst,
Yeah, absolutely. All right, let's see what the universe wants to tell us regarding your date tomorrow. Let's do one more.
Are all of these about my date? These cards are really shiny.
We have the Judgment, the Chariot. Is that 9 or 10? 10 of Cups, the King of Wands, and the 8 of Cups. I don't know. I feel like I need to get my book.
That's fine.
Okay.
Take your time.
I feel like the Judgment is you are making choices and following a different belief, judgment even towards yourself or others. You're just going with the flow with the situation type of thing. And yeah, the Chariot solidifies that and is all about confidence and healthy ego and self-belief. Either you will have the self-assurance and spirit to get what you want, or you will meet someone who represents this type of force in your life. Interesting. Okay. The 10 of Cups. I'm pretty sure, yeah, this is all about a family and coming together. Indicates that the joy you seek is within reach. Emotional fulfillment in a relationship. This is a time to count your blessings and prepare for the good times. Just don't become complacent. When you draw this card, the flow of energy is positive, so make the most of it. Okay, that's exciting, right? Yeah. And then the King of Wands. I feel like this is all about him.
I think it's cool too because I think people see people do readings who have done readings forever and they know all the meanings. Mm-hmm. It's that's not how people start out. You have to study it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is real, how people learn.
Yeah.
Sure, you have intuition too, but.
So the way I'm seeing these cards and the layout and the way they drew themselves are these are representing you, the Judgment and the Chariot, which I feel is totally factual. This is what's coming, and then these two are your date tomorrow, okay? So we have the King of Wands, which this fiery king is often literally represented by male authority figures with charisma and talent. Mm-hmm. That's exciting. Okay, then we have the 8 of Cups. This signifies a time of transition. This is a period or cycle in your life that means you must move on, move away, follow a new direction, or reevaluate your priorities in your life. Do you know much about him?
Not really, but...
Well, I have a feeling he's doing some major life changing, and he's going through a journey of self-discovery.
Same.
I know.
Actually, I did get a reading that said that who my what do you call it? Not your soul contract, but your person.
Yeah.
What is it?
Soulmate? No.
I don't know. She calls it something else, but either way, same thing.
Yeah.
Is very into mental health and stuff, and has been working on themselves a lot.
Interesting. Yeah. If that aligns with his life and stuff, I'm excited for you. What time is this happening?
Gardens. Too.
What coffee shop?
Tell everyone. I'll tell you later.
You want to go? I show up in a wig.
A wig? He's not gonna know what you look like, or you're saying me?
Yeah, I don't want.
I'll tell you later.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm trying to
Cool.
not get like too excited about it, and then I'm trying to like.
Well, I have like good feelings about it.
I think either way, I feel like
Like that, I feel like.
I don't want to be like friends. Like it's not like I need new friends, but like either way, I think it'll be a good conversation, regardless of if it ends in like
Yeah.
a romantic thing.
Yeah, I'm excited
And
for
kind
it.
of like I kind of like want a relationship to start where it's not like not romantic, but like
Start at like the
kind
base. Like you
yeah
don't have to talk every day. Like let it grow
yeah
itself.
yeah
Don't force it, you know?
yeah, and like start friendship like with a friendship.
Get to know each other
Yeah.
first.
Yes. Like what's that like?
Right? Like I don't even know what that means. Like first I need to be blackout drunk and then I will fall in love with you. That's what I'm used to. You know what I mean?
Yes, we were like the topic at my meeting the other day was about sex and relationships, and it made me like really emotional. And I was thinking about how like I don't actually know how to date, and I think that's what makes dating so like nerve-wracking for me is because like I never really dated properly,
Yeah, no.
and so
I've never, this is kind of sad. I've never like been on a date where haven't like known the person. You know what I mean? Like I
yeah,
haven't
like a
ever,
first date.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
It's always like we met at the bar or some event or we were intoxicated.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like it's nerve-wracking, but it's also like
Super
I'm just
exciting.
looking at it as like you just go to like get to know someone,
Yeah.
and then like I'm not gonna try to put too much into it. And
Well, and if he doesn't like you, then he's a friggin' freak because who wouldn't like you?
that's true.
You're like funny and beautiful and all of the things.
Tell me more. Oh my gosh, thank you for the reading.
Yeah, I think it's gonna go good for you. I'm excited. Oops.
I think it'll be good too. Um, okay, well, we were going to talk about soul contracts.
Yeah. Do you think?
Should I put this out?
Yeah, you can.
I just don't want my fire alarm to go off.
Do
I think?
Do you think that we like pick our lives and our family and our people like up in the sky before we come down?
Kind of.
I do too.
But I think it's like when it comes to like reincarnation too. Oh my gosh, I'm struggling.
Just lay it down. It's out. Doesn't matter. There you go.
Wow, what a solution.
I know, you're welcome.
I don't honestly know, but kind of like I'm open to the idea of it. Like I told you, I think that movie Soul, where they like do pick their lives. I think I haven't seen it in a while, but that's what I picture is like you're up in the sky and you like see how things went for you in that life, and then your soul's like, well, I need to fix this, so I've got to come back again.
Mm-hmm.
There's a part of me that's like, if you decide to like leave life early by choice, do you then have to do it again in another life? Have to is not the right word, but like, I don't know. And then what about souls who are babies who are either miscarried or aborted?
Oh, true.
Do they choose to?
Like, yes, I really want to be aborted this time. Please let me be aborted. You know? Yes, I drew the aborted card.
Oh my god, we're gonna get flagged for this. Is that the right word?
Well, I'm like, it always intrigues me, like the soul contract stuff and like reincarnation. So I was diving into it this week a little bit, and there was two. So there's like parent-child contracts that like our souls can sign up for, and there was two that really stuck out to me. So I wrote them down because I feel like this is what you struggle with. Is that like this is what Demarian did to you, poor soul. Is the mirror contract. So parent feels or felt unseen as a child, and then you'll have like a child who's super loud, right? Like totally opposite. That's like you, where you're like an extrovert, right? You want to like go do all of the things, and Demarian's like, no, we're not doing any of those things, you know?
I will actually just not talk to you.
Yeah, yeah. And then there's the cycle breaker agreement, which is basically lineage disruption duty. Like kids who question everything, refuse old patterns, like they'll feel older than their years. I just thought those were like interesting.
Yeah, I kind of feel like sometimes Esme feels older than her years.
Mm-hmm.
But like also part of that is like how you grow up.
Yeah.
Too. If you're like you kind of have to grow up quicker.
True.
But yeah, those are interesting.
Yeah.
Do you feel like there's someone in your life that you're like, oh, I've known you before? Me?
Yeah. I mean,
Not really.
not off the top of my head. I feel like I've had situations where I'm like, oh, this is weird. You know, like I have a lot of deja vu moments. A lot, actually. I experience that a lot.
Now that you say that, I haven't had that lately, but I used to get it a lot. I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel like I can read energy pretty easily. So like I'll either click with someone easily or I will not. Like not. But I also think that's astrology too. Like
Yeah, because that goes like personality.
yeah.
I love astrology also. I know you do. We're like so not compatible.
I know. I think that I wonder why we're not compatible. Because I feel like we are sometimes, and then sometimes we. It's because we're both strong-headed,
Yeah.
and we both like want what we want.
Yeah. Control. What are your signs?
My sign is Sun, Gemini Sun. So I'm talkative, like as you can
Mm-hmm.
tell, and I just like to get to know people and stuff like that. And that's how people. I think that the sun is how people see you. I'm gonna look this up
Yeah,
when you
you're
check
right.
yours. And then my rising is Sagittarius. And so I can be very like edgy, like inquisitive into like secretive and emotional, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
Um, there's more to it than that, but I'm like blinking. I'd have to look
I
it
know
up.
I had to write mine down because I like
Why don't
can't.
you tell me yours and I'll look mine up?
Okay, so my sun is Aries. Woo-hoo, love. I'm a fire sign.
What does that mean?
Fire.
No. Aries. Tell me about my Aries.
They're assholes.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just like not afraid to
You
like
mentioned that.
say it how it is. We're very hard-headed, stubborn, but like also very passionate. So, you know, for Aries, for my sun sign, it means I am bold. Um, for my moon sign, Taurus, um, like I that is where I like crave stability in my life. Like that's where I get that. And like I have found recently that I feel most like stable and rooted through my Taurus sign is connecting with nature. I feel like Taurus has a lot to do with like nature and stuff, if I remember right. And then my right,
They're also stubborn, right?
yeah, I feel like all of my signs have that in within them. And then my rising is Capricorn,
What?
which,
I still never, every time you say that, I'm like, you're a Capricorn?
yeah,
That makes sense, I guess.
yeah, like I observe, assess, and like measure things before I like jump into them.
I feel like you're growing into that.
Yes, that's who, yes, I agree with you. Because no, before, I don't feel like I represented any of that. I was like head first every time.
So I have a better answer for you now. Geminis are like, sorry, a Gemini sun is more like curious, quick thinking. I need mental stimulation, communicator, witty, socially magnetic. That's for sure me. I'm so witty. Moon and Sagittarius, but the mental stimulation, like I think that's why none of my relationships ever like, and that's why Demarian's dad and I like got along well because I could have conversations with him. I'm sure I was like leading the conversation a lot, but sometimes you just like people because you're like, that was such a good conversation. And it's like I was the one that did the conversation.
Yeah.
Have you ever?
Uh
You know
huh.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Anyways, Moon in Sagittarius is like your emotional world. So your Moon is your like emotional world, and so I need freedom to feel safe. I don't like feeling trapped or controlled, and otherwise I'll feel or being emotionally heavy. That's why I don't like avoid. That's why I drink because I avoid my emotions or drink. I don't avoid my emotions. And rising in Scorpio is how you come across to others. Is your rising. So sun is how you see yourself. I think. Anyways, so rising in Scorpio is intense and mysterious and observant. Demarian is also a rising Scorpio.
I can see that.
And so you come off deep even if you're joking and people see you as like powerful and controlling. So mentally fast, emotionally seeking freedom and energetically intense.
Yeah.
What a freaking combination.
I feel like if you haven't, you all should go look into your like astrology signs and like even with your partner, husband, wife, best friend, sister, whatever, it will literally tell you based on your signs, like if you're compatible, what your strengths are, what you're like. It just look into it. It's really fascinating. I love it.
And the pattern app is really good. So I could like our friendship connection is complicated. And it says because we both have a dominant side and at times we might butt heads if we both try to lead. Which I think is why we like struggle to plan the podcast sometimes because we both have like different visions for
Yeah,
it.
we do.
Which neither are wrong. we both like to be in charge, and it's unlikely that either one of us would be able to tell the other one what to do. Um, and we can both be strong-willed, assertive, and determined. We're fearless in nature. Um, so yeah, it's just
Fuck yeah,
interesting
we
to like
are. We
see,
were so fearless in nature last weekend. My birthday. We were so fearless.
even took our shoes off,
I know.
stepped in the
It
water.
was so cold. So, is there anything else we wanted to talk about today?
Um, Actually, yeah. I want to talk about like synchronicities. So, have you noticed that you see like the same numbers, like 444? I see it all the time.
Always.
And we were playing like a dice game last night, and Demarion was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get a 7," and rolled it and got it. And then he was like, "I'm gonna get a 9," and then he rolled it and he got it. And I'm like, "What the hell?"
Weird.
I know. I'm like, okay, again, is it a coincidence or is it mean something? And then he rolled 4 4s in a row, and I'm like, 4 4 4.
Uh-huh. I really love angel numbers. Like if I see one, I'm like, fuck yeah. You know, it just like puts me in a better place. Like if I'm having a hard time and I happen to see an angel number, like it'll remind me, like, get out of your head. You're good. I don't know. I just love them.
I know for me, I don't really like think about what the number represents, right? Like I'm not like, oh, what's a 1? What's a 2? It's more so like, it's like a wink from the universe of like, you're doing
Okay.
great, babe.
Yeah.
Or like if I'm actually in the moment making a decision or thinking about something and I see it, I'm like, yeah, this is the right, like synchronicities or signs. Or do you think we're just like paying attention more? You know, like when you get a new car and then you like see that car everywhere.
Right.
Like, do you think that, and maybe that's okay too, because you're paying more attention. You're being more
Present.
present. So then you notice those
Mm-hmm.
things.
And like sometimes I'll be like, wow, I haven't seen an angel number in a while.
Yeah.
And then 5 seconds later, there it is.
Yeah. I agree.
The reason I got like super like connected with angel numbers is when I like first started on my spiritual journey was when I was leaving John or in the process of making that decision. And I like, this goes back to religion too. At that point, I was like done praying to God because he wasn't listening, you know, like nothing. I needed help, but I didn't know what was going to help me. So I literally just said, like, whoever is up there, like, whatever's up there, show me a sign. Like, give me a sign. Tell me what to do. And all day that day, I saw 333. All day. And I was like, huh. Like, I can't ignore that, you know? And, like, that's when I started to, like, pay attention to the signs and, like, yeah.
And even if that isn't what that was, your intuition was telling you that this was what you wanted. You were looking for the sign
To,
to
like,
affirm what you knew you really
yeah, good point.
you needed. So like I do think that it's legit,
Yeah.
but I'm just saying like it also helps you to like kind of like when you toss a coin and you know what you want it to be.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good point.
Oh, I know what I wanted to talk about for intuition. Like, do you think there's a difference between like intuition and anxiety, and like how do you think that like shows up differently?
Yeah, I feel like anxiety is more fear-based and, like, negative-based.
Mm-hmm. And usually like really intense.
Yeah. Or, like, intuition, like, if something's right, like, you're gonna feel calm.
Yes.
I feel like.
Did you read my notes?
No.
I know. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too.
Yeah.
It's like a subtle calm.
Like, you just know.
You just know.
Yeah.
Where like anxiety is more like intense and fear based.
Yeah. It's like, yeah, it makes you feel, like, tense and negative and.
Mm-hmm. Okay. The last thing that I wanted to touch on is like interconnectedness and kind of like, do you know, one thing from like church that I really liked was like the feeling of like everyone in the room. There's a word for this.
My right ear is ringing.
What does that mean?
That's cool.
That happened to me just yesterday. That everyone in the room is like singing the same song or connected, experiencing the same experience. I can't think of what that's called, but to me, that is like a spiritual experience. Do you know there's a word for that?
No, I'm so lost.
Okay, let me look it up.
Do you know what you're talking about?
Yes.
Are you sure?
Oh, actually, no. The word I'm thinking about. The word I'm thinking about is like when, you like walk by somebody's like house and you have that realization that everybody else is like living their own life. Like everyone has their own story and how
yeah.
weird that is. Like,
Yeah.
That's the word I was thinking of, so it's not. That's not what that means.
I don't know, but I really loved our podcast today. Those were good topics.
Yeah, me too. That's
I
fun
feel
to
like,
talk about.
yeah.
And I hope. Oh, can I do a tarot reading on you? Okay, Queen. What do you have any questions for the oracle, or do you just want like a general reading on?
Yeah, just
You know?
give me what you think. Give me what I need. That's what I should say.
Do you have to work all week?
Tomorrow, yeah, to Thursday.
You get heavy on Friday?
Oh.
24. Higher self. 13. Brow chakra.
Interesting. Which would be like your third eye, right? So maybe it's like I need to...
No, I think this is what you're doing right, not what you need to do.
Oh, okay.
You've drawn this card today to remind you to reach out to and befriend your higher self. It will reveal in the opportunity to guide you. So this is saying that you're doing a good job actually at connecting to your higher self, and that you're very in tune with what you need and the next steps in your life.
Love to hear that.
Yeah. And your third eye is helping you to see beyond the physical realm and to magical dimensions that are always there for you. I think that your third eye is showing you like what's possible for you, and that you're really allowing yourself to dream big and to not limit yourself in your life.
Mm-hmm.
And you have a very open like mind about like just what's next for you.
Yeah.
And you're not like in a hurry, and you're not like
Forcing it. Yeah.
You're just like, it's gonna happen for me because you trust it.
Mm-hmm. Love that. What a way to end the reading.
Did you go watch the Wiggity Wiggity?
No, bro. I didn't watch the Wiggity Wiggity.
Maybe it's Wiggity Wiggity.
Oh my fuck.
All
right.
Thank you for attending today.
Thank you.
We love you.
We love you. Peace and blessings.
Even our haters.
Yeah, fuck you haters. Fuck you Trump.
I'm kind of nervous. I'm trying to like not think too much about it. Like not to be too.
When you showed me the picture, I'm like, that is not someone I pictured to be your type.
Yeah.
But I'm excited for you because maybe I feel like that's what you need
I
to
feel
do.
like him and I have